Companies in the insurance industry often face the challenge of processing many complex customer concerns quickly and in good quality. As handling all simple inquiries take a lot of time for more complex questions is limited. Domcura wants to tackle this problem. Together with Parloa and their AI technology, they can relieve staff in extreme situations and support them in their normal day-to-day work. All of this to save precious time and to create a positive customer experience. Today, they are going to tell you more about this omnichannel solution. Next on stage, Domcura and Parloa.
Yeah, hello everybody and welcome to this great IntroTech festival here in Munich. I am Uwe Schumacher and I'm CEO of Domcura. With me today is Malte Kossup, founder and CEO of Parloa. And we are here today in order to show you that artificial intelligence, that AI, is not just a trend. We more think it's a kind of guarantee certificate for insurers to remain competitive. We at Domcura, for instance, saved valuable resources and, by the way, also created, as we think, pleasant customer experience. Domcura is by far the market-leading MGA in Germany in the P&C insurance business. And one of our core goals is to solve customer needs much faster and much more individually than traditional insurers do. That's the reason why we are there. That's our reason to be. And probably you all have heard it this morning in the keynote from Roger and from Tom de Bruhl from Munich Re, that customer satisfaction is going to be one of the key issues in the future in order to grow insurance business. We communicate in various channels, on various channels with our customers. Emails, telephone, WhatsApp, Facebook, you name it. But at the end, if you ask the customers, and market research shows it, 3 out of 4 customers would prefer to pick up the phone in order to get a problem solved quickly and finally. So for that reason, we were faced with the challenge, what is our answer to this? And our answer to this is, we let technology technology automate our repetitive tasks and by that free up our agents so that they can solve the real problems of the customers. Actually, when we started on this journey, we had a different trigger. We are mainly in the building insurance business, and sometimes after a big storm, a big hailstorm, or as some of you might have heard, last year in Germany there was a big flood event in the southeast part. In these situations we get a big amount of calls within 2, 3, 4 days that we simply cannot answer with our staff. So we were looking for a possibility to scale this in some way up, and that's the point where we came to Parloa, and they have helped us quite a lot.
Exactly, and that's where Parloa comes in. Unless 3 or 4 years ago, the technology is now able to solve the problems Uwe just talked about. And I don't know if you know, according to research, more than 70% of big mid-market companies and enterprises are investing heavily into machine learning projects. However, the challenge always is that they don't have enough internal knowledge or the machine learning engineers. So you as a decision maker, you can now decide if you want to invest heavily into getting more machine learning engineers, into getting more internal knowledge, or if you want to rely on a platform that leverages all those AI and machine learning components for you and which puts a low-code, no-code front-end on top of that so that your business units and IT departments can start working with those algorithms tomorrow and you see first results within weeks. And that's exactly what we did with Domcura, and maybe Uwe, now it makes sense that you call an upcoming version of Domcura's phone bot, which was built with Parloa, and the Microsoft Cognitive Services.
Okay, take the phone.
Herzlich willkommen bei Ihrer Domcura. Wie kann ich Ihnen weiterhelfen?
Oh, excuse me, do you speak English?
Sure I do. Welcome to Domcura. What can I do for you?
I want to share my new bank details with you.
I would be happy to forward you to one of my colleagues for that. To use this short waiting time wisely, please tell me your insurance number.
Wait a sec.
No problem. I love waiting.
It is 100 DOM, and then it is QBS
Let me
99.
repeat. 100 DOM QBS 99. Did I catch that right?
Yes, you did.
Cool. And what is your full name?
It's Uwe Schumacher,
Thank you. And when's your birthday?
the 23rd of October 1968.
Great. With that, I was able to authenticate you successfully. The next free agent will take care of your new bank details within seconds. One moment, please.
Isn't that amazing? Uwe can freely speak, can talk about his concern, can authenticate himself while waiting, and can even solve end-to-end use cases while having a great and fast customer experience without taking up time of an agent. And now I would like to jump into Parloa in order to show you how this works, how IT departments and business units of Domcura work with it. And that's Parloa. You see the heart of designing dialogues in Parloa, the graph, and before I show you that in more detail, let's navigate to the training section of Parloa. Here you see some user utterances of a demo bot similar to the one Uwe just called, which you can then use to train the AI, because just like us humans, the AI wants to learn with every conversation in order to be even more confident about the next call. On the right, in order to understand more of these utterances, I can display the context and then see the entire conversation. And you can send all the data, every single word of your customers to your backend BI system in order to scale, understand why people are calling. But now let's navigate back to the dialogue, to the graph. So this is where the business departments can write their dialogues, specific responses, and create their flows. At our conversation start here, and when we shortly zoom in, you see, for example, all relevant intents for typical concerns of this demo bot, such as change address, claim damage, for which you can then define where the flow goes. And if nothing of these intents is triggered or the AI is not confident enough about the intent, we will follow the else path, which in this case forwards the caller directly to the human agent, which directly sending the transcript to the agent. But before I dive too much into detail here, I'm happy to show you Parloa in more detail at our booth. Come and drop by, and maybe Uwe, do you have any last thoughts?
Yes, I did. I do. Thank you, Malte. I think it's quite amazing what we achieved in, I would say, especially a quite short time frame. If I remember, our first phone bot that we installed was one to take claims reports from customers, and it took from the very first beginning to the productive implementation of the first version, it took about 3 months only. Never thought that it would be able to do it so fast. I think this all was also including the integration in our telephony infrastructure. It was connecting to the back end as well. In the meantime, at Domcura, we have 5 people onboarded to Parloa. They are by themselves able to create dialogues, to implement these things by themselves. So there is no need for a future collaboration with Parloa in that case, at least. If you think, I was talking about sharing new bank details, this is a very tiny issue to solve. At Domcura, we have seen that over the past 3 years, about 40% of our customers have changed their bank details at least once, some even more often. And that adds up to about nearly 500,000 processes during that time frame that we have to deal with. So for that reason, guess what? I'm a fan of phone bots. And I would say at this point, thank you for listening to our speech. Stop by our booth if you want to get more information. And you all have a great day here. Thank you very much.